Welcome back to more 2d6 dungeon. Last time we explored the next room in the room sequence down here and then went to town because I was too scared to possibly fight another big enemy without buying some healing potions first and healing up, even though our HP were looking fine. But I expect that to be another fight we have to pause, run away from, heal up and so on. So I want to be able to do that and not now die on level 8. So let's roll up our next room here. The decorative columns only had archways leading off from them. So a 4x5, so instead this will be a 2x3. And it has 2 doors. Sure. And I think even though this now is a small room, we are set to make it part of the sequence. I think we have to. So what's the next room here? We went from the columns and they continue towards the bull statue. There's a large bull statue in the center. It has a golden ring through its nose, worth 4d6 gold coins. If you take it, roll a d6. On a 3 or above, the bull comes alive and attacks. And in that case, we use the Earth Croc stats. Do we risk fighting an enemy for 4d6 gold, which now I know will only be halved, so that's going to be 12 gold at most. I feel like that's not a great deal. Although the Earth Croc, I don't think we've fought one before. And I don't want to just look at the card, that kind of metagaming. Let's do it. Gotta do it. It's more fun. We just came back geared up. So let's take it. 46 gold coins. Oops, threw my dice there. Not a bad roll. Okay, 19. Kind of a high roll. So gold ring. 19 gold coins. And now we roll a d6, and on a 3 or above, the bull comes alive and attacks. Oh, and that's a 2, so it doesn't come alive. Okay, so we don't even have to fight, so that's a free gold ring. Now I'm kind of curious if the Earth Croc would have been bad. Yeah, let's look here. Now that we've made the decision and made the roll, I want to have a look at the croc. I think that's a lower level enemy actually. Can't seem to find it. Oh no, it isn't. It's a level 6 enemy. Yeah. Doesn't seem terrible, but also only drops teeth and 850 XP. Would have been nice to get, but I think that would have been a waste to fight. At least I'm gonna tell myself that. Let's just be happy we got that ring for free. And continue on to the left here into the final room of the sequence. That's a corridor with 2 doors. So 4x1, you say? Okay. Have that going like that. And continue on to the left. I think now this will just be part of the room sequence again. And that's going to be another 2x3 room. which will now be the final room of the sequence, I believe. The Minotaur Hall, okay. There's the man himself, or the bull himself. In the middle of this shadowy dust bowl of a room is a crouching figure. The Minotaur slowly rises. It charges you and attacks first. If you survive, you find a chest at the rear of the room. Roll on chest table 4 plus 2, and it's got metal doors, but has not... Oh, accidentally didn't give it any doors, okay. Any exits, that is, and that's the final room of the sequence. Okay, let's look at the Minotaur. There it is. See if I can get this to focus. Okay, so 90 HP, no treasure. And, okay, apparently this is... Ah, there we go. 3 shift, 3000 XP, that's quite a bit. Okay, interrupt on 1s, 3s and 5s. That hits us thunderous blow. And a horn swing on secondary 1s, 3s and 5s. That doesn't hit any of our maneuvers. Ah, that's kinda lucky. So only a thunderous blow takes a 5 damage penalty. But our ferocious strike stands unaffected. So we'll try to use that as much as possible. 4 and a 2 does a hoof kick. 2d6 plus 8. We can protect against that with our helm or our gauntlets. And the horn charge with our gauntlets as well. So our armor does... we have armor against all of the maneuvers, so we can just use that Bell's rune the first time we get the opportunity to use it. To just have it out of the way and use the better... what am I trying to say? The better protection from that rune and then not have to worry about it. The horn charge does 2d6 plus 3 damage, plus we become winded, so -2 shift next round. I'm assuming we become winded, not the Minotaur, from charging at us. At least that's what I would assume. The Minotaur is a creature of myth. Rumor has it that the original dungeon builders captured it in an ancient maze. It is fearless and powerful and will defend its territory with its life. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. I'll prepare the fight and will fight it, and that might already be the whole episode, depending on how long this takes. There we are, so 90 HP, quite a lot. And I guess if it attacks first, that means it just goes first every round, so the order is just switched, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's how I'd interpret that. So let's have it attack us, shall we? A 3 and a 5, and it's got 3 shift. So I'm not sure. We could make it do the horn charge. We could make it do the hoof kick. No, we can't actually. Okay, so it'll have to be the horn charge. I wasn't sure if it's got the choice which one is the one that it uses. It says they use the ones that are more deadly, I think, but that's kind of hard to say with these special attacks because it's 5 less damage, but -2 shift is pretty bad. So yeah, so it'll be the horn charge. Let's just immediately use our Bell's rune against that. So -5 damage on that, because that matches our ferocious strikes primary. So 2d6 -2 damage. And that's nothing. Okay, so only 1 damage goes through. That's great for us. Putting us at 89. Only a scratch. 'Tis only a flesh wound, but -2 shift for us, which I have to remember. That's nasty. Yeah. Now I kind of wish we put that focus rune on our weapon, but okay. So we roll a 5 and a 1, and I'm afraid with only 2 shift, that's gonna be a miss. Yeah, not great. Okay, so we miss. It attacks us a second time. 4 and a 2, that's an exact roll of the hoof kick. And it can't get to the horn charge, so that's just 2d6 plus 8 damage. But our Great Helm applies, so 2d6 plus 5. Ooh, and that's a high roll, so 14 damage. And we haven't even damaged it yet. Oh, and I wanted to throw my throwing weapon. Ugh. I completely forgot. I was thinking about that and while setting up the combat and putting in the HP and so on, and then I forgot. But I guess because it attacked first. I think it's too late to do that now, probably. Okay, tell you what. I'll be lenient towards Grunko, towards ourselves, and say we throw it. We are allowed to throw it now. Just once. As we do. Yeah. I think that's fair. It did attack us first, but I think we can just throw that. So let's just roll, see if it hits any of the interrupts. It did. So it's minus 5 damage anyway, so it only does 4 damage. Yeah. Still felt bad if we'd completely forgotten that. Okay, so it just attacked us. Now Grunko attacks back. And we are not at minus 2 shift anymore. Because it didn't do the horn charge again. A 1 and a 3, that's just gonna be the thunderous blow. Sadly. But that's fine. But that is debuffed by that interrupt. The minus 5 damage. So 2d6 plus 4. But that's a high roll, so 15 damage. Not bad. Like that. One row is 10 HP each. I did 9 rows of 10. Okay, let's have it attack us again. Double 4. So it could do a hoof kick or it could do the horn charge again. I'm guessing the horn charge, because it's got the special attack, is the one that we have to have it do. Even though I hate that, because the minus 2 shift is deadly. I'll quickly look up the rules again. Alright, so it says here if there are 2 options, maneuvers to shift to, choose the more powerful one. So not necessarily the one that does more damage, but the more powerful. So I'm afraid it'll have to do the horn charge, because I just think that's the worst one for us to get hit by, because the minus 2 shift will have us miss all over the place. So 2d6 plus 3 damage. Now again our armor applies, so it's just going to be the 2d6 damage, 8 damage, but it will put us at minus 2 shift again. Not at, it'll put us at 2 shift, 2 down from where we usually are. So let's attack back. A 1 and a 6. Ugh. With 2 shift, we can at least do a violent cleave, but that's not great. Again, if we had our complete shift there, we could have done the thunderous blow. So violent cleave, d6 plus 5, at least the violent cleave isn't affected by any interrupts. So d6 plus 5, 8 damage. Like that. This fight is slower than I would have liked it to be. But at least now, as we are nearing the bonus shift, or we're gaining bonus shift, the -2 shift won't be so devastating. So it rolls a 4 and a 6, and it's got 4 shift, so it can do a hoof kick. It can do the horn charge. Again, I'll have it do the horn charge, because that's the worst maneuver. And probably starting next round when we are at 2 bonus shift, I'll probably have it doing hoof kicks if it has the choice, because at that point I think the hoof kick is worse for us. Because of the bonus shift, the -2 shift won't really do much, so probably at that point it'd be worse for us to take big damage. Yeah, so I guess the Minotaur is kind of smart like that with the use of its moves, but for now it does the horn charge, so again 2d6 damage, which is 5 damage. And we are at 3 shift now because of our bonus shift. 3 and a 5. We can't quite get to the ferocious strike. We can't get to the thunderous blow. Yeah, that minus shift is devastating. Okay, so 2 and a 6. Again, another violent cleave. D6 plus 5. It's only 7. We really need to pick up the pace here. Okay, round 5. From now on, the Minotaur is gonna be doing hoof kicks if it gets the chance. 4 and a 3. That certainly is a hoof kick. 2d6 plus 8 minus 3, so 2d6 plus 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Ugh, that hurts. So down to 50. Exactly. Let's attack back. 2 and a 3. Now, still no ferocious strike, but because we are... Oh, actually, I think I might have missed that, because now that we didn't get the minus shift, we can actually do the ferocious strike thanks to the bonus shift. Right. So maybe it should have done the horn. I'm gonna stop second guessing myself. I think it's the right thing to early on have it do the special attack and later the big damage, just because early on it can have us miss with that, which it did twice, I believe. And or once at least. And now it'll just do the one that does more damage. 5 more damage each round is pretty bad as well. Okay, so 2 and a 3 with 6 shift, we can turn that into the thunderous ferocious strike, sorry. So 2d6 plus 10. And that's a shit roll, but at least not on the roll to hit, only on the damage roll, so 12 damage. Like that. Round 6. Have the Minotaur attackers. 2 and a 3. It will probably do another hoof kick then, as I said. So 2d6 plus 5, 11. So we're down to 39. And now we gotta start thinking here. Do we flee now? No, we can. We can take another hit. So I think we can now attack it once more, have it attack us, and then flee and start to rebuild using our remedies and so on. Yeah, so let's hit it once more. Or we don't, I guess. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, so we miss. Combat goes into round 7 and the Minotaur attacks back. with a 1 and a 6. Oh, actually, so it's got 6 shift. Can it do the hoof kick? No, it can't, because it needs 3 there and 4 there, so that's not enough. Can it do the horn charge? It can, exactly. So with 5 shift, it can turn that into a 6, and the 6 point of shift to that. Okay, so 2d6 damage. 9 damage to us. And -2 shift for us. I think because we didn't take that much damage then, we can risk one more attack. Yeah. So we are at 5 shift. I'm sorry, it's taking so long, but there's a lot of moving parts here right now. So we attack with a double 5, which we can certainly turn into a ferocious strike and do 2d6 plus 10 damage. And that's a decent roll, so 18 damage there, like that. It's got 26 HP left, if anyone's curious. But I guess we'll have to flee after it attacks us here. So it attacks with a 2 and a 5. It will probably be a hoof kick. Yes, certainly will. So 2d6 plus 5 damage. And that's 11 damage, putting us at 19. How do we risk it? Don't think it can kill us with another hit. But what do we gain by not fleeing now? I guess we gain a bit of momentum, because if we flee, I'm guessing it attacks us first again, charges at us. No, probably doesn't, because if we now flee, it gets a free hit on us. Ah yeah, actually that's completely right. I shouldn't now attack again, because then it gets a hit on us, but then we have to flee and it gets a free hit. Yeah, so I almost did the same mistake that I almost did with the Ingeti, because of that little bit of confusion there. So we now flee, it gets a free attack in on us. 2 and a 1, that'll be a hoof kick, so 2d6 plus 5 damage again. So 12 damage, yeah, okay, so barely. And we run out of the room, back into room 12. Let's start balming up here. So we will use healing balm for 10 and a medicated band-aid or bandage for 20, so that's 30 HP back. Do we have to use one of our healing potions? I think actually I'll use the gain health. Nah, why risk it? Let's use the extra healing. I don't want to have to flee a second time, because that just means we get hit another time, because it will get in a free hit on us again. Yeah, I think that just makes sense. So then it'll burst back into the door. I guess we'll have it attack us first again, have it charge us. So we continue combat. It attacks us. A 1 and a 3. That's just going to be another hoof kick. So 2d6 plus 5 again. Another 12 damage, putting us at 55. And I completely forgot about the favor of the gods. I wanted to use that in combat instead of the health potions. Well, it's too late now. We'll attack back. 1 and a 6 ourselves. No, but now we do have 7 shift. So let's see if we can't get this somehow made into a ferocious strike. So with 5 shift, this will be a 6. And with 2 shift, this will be for actually that does work out. So with our 7 shift, we can exactly do a ferocious strike, 2d6 plus 10. Okay, another 15 damage. Leaving it at 11. Let's have it attack us. 2 and a 3. Probably another hoof kick. 2d6 plus 5 damage. So 15. Putting us at 40 exactly. That went quickly, those HP. And let's attack back. 2 and a 5. Isn't that what we rolled before? Yeah, but we have 7 shifts, so no, that's not what we rolled before. Let's use 4 of those and 1 of those to do another ferocious strike. So 2d6 plus 10 damage, and that's 16 damage, which finishes off the Minotaur. Ooh, that was nasty, but fun nevertheless. So 3000 XP there. And no treasure. Great. But we do get treasure when we return to that room, I believe, because it said something about a chest there, didn't it? To pull that up. Yeah, if you survive, you find a chest at the rear of the room. Roll on chest table 4 plus 2. Ah, chest table 4, that's the good one. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, let's return to that Minotaur Hall and roll. Chess table 4 plus 2, so that's 2d6 plus 2. And that's an 8, which will be turned into a 10. The chest is full of paper. That's what we got last time. You rummage through it and find 2 scrolls. Roll on scroll table 3 and scroll table 4. Let's quickly do that. And then we'll end the episode at that, I believe. I just have to look for the tables. See if we can get something different than last time. So scroll table 3, A6, that's a scroll of surging health. Sounds great. And the scroll table 4, A5, a scroll of insightful combat. Okay, now actually we don't have enough space to carry all of those. Let's look up what those do and decide which one to dump. So, surging health, you watch as your wounds close and heal and renewed vigor surges through you, plus 20 health points. And the insightful combat, plus 20% XP from one combat. Interesting, and that's Psyche as well, so I guess we have a bit of an advantage when trying to cast that. Huh. 20%. It's nothing to sneeze at this point. I guess we'll just use the Scroll of Surging Health right now. Okay, so to cast a scroll, we roll and try to roll doubles, and if we successfully roll doubles, we successfully use the scroll and get the effect. And to reach those doubles, we can use our discipline to shift the dice, like we would do in combat. So let's roll. Got a 3 and a 1, and I can just use 2 of my discipline to turn that into a double 3. And the dispel doubles that the scrolls have are doubles you're not allowed to use. So for the surging health, I wouldn't have been able to use it with a double 4. But like this, it's a successful cast, and we go up to 60. And let's just erase the surging health here. and put down the inside full combat scroll, which I'll have to remember to use next time we fight a big enemy. No dispel doubles there, and that's Psyche, and that's plus 20% XP from next combat. So that could also be good if we fight several enemies, because it just says from one combat, not from one enemy. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for today. That was fun. Next time we'll look back here and see if we can't find a way down. I was actually thinking about making this the way down. I'll consider between episodes. So either we head down and start on level 9 next time, or we look into 1 or 2 more rooms and then decide to head down or not head down. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. Okay, till then, have a nice day. See you.